you, Pastor Ken. We have Michelle here from Senator Prasad office, and she may want to say something, so feel free to come.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jennifer Vilay Prasad, and I bring you greetings from the office of Senator Prasad. I greet everyone in this ministry for hosting us. I also greet you for your strength and for bringing the community together in this meaningful way. As I sat there in the chair, every prayer, every performance, every form of worship, the poem, it just brought that feeling of togetherness and hope. And I sat there and I said, thank you, Lord. And I'm honored to be here to represent Senator. Senator wanted to be here, but something turned up, so she said, Jennifer, you will have to represent me here today. And I know it's never the same when the Senator is not there, but I'll try my best to represent her and to bring you greetings. As I sat there, I remember she did a whole speech on gun violence. So I'm going to read part of it for you. All right? It says, thank you for assembling here. We have introduced a package of bills that will not only help remove guns from the streets and the community, but it will begin to address the inequalities and the disparities underlying the things that are leading to gun violence. The casualty of gun violence are pretty clear. I represent communities devastated both by gun violence and poverty. We have concentrated on poverty due to the decades of underinvestment. The unrelenting gap between the rich and the poor, and the steep barriers to economic opportunity. What do the casualties of gun violence look like in Senate District 19? In the past 15 years, there have been more than 3,500 gunshot victims within the 5 numbered precincts overlapping my district. The precincts include 6-1, 6-3, 6-9, 7-3, 7-5, with the highest percentage of shootings in the 73rd precinct. 54% of all the shooting victims have been under the age 24. You heard that? Under the age of 24, most of whom are young people. The fact is that you comprise of half of the gun violence victims in my district. It demonstrates to me the need for stronger, more equitable investment in our New York youth. We also have homegrown empirical research, which I have sponsored. The legislation that will establish Gun Violence Institute with a state university. Now the state has to do the research. It has the capacity to develop and refine evidence that are scientific based and is a practice that we can deploy to communities that will help us to really understand the root causes and to implement. So I will stop here, but I wanted you to know the extent to which Senator Prasad is committed, because sometimes, for example, you might think this is causing a problem, or you have a headache. Many of us, I'm from the Caribbean, you think you have a headache, you'll be like, oh, I'm tired, you're self-diagnosing. It might be something else. It might be something you're allergic to. So the only thing you need to do is to go to the doctor. So Senator Prasad wants to address this with science. She wants to study and she wants to look at the trends. What happened before, what happened after, and put that together through the university, the state university, so that can look at, okay, this is a community, they lack X, Y, and Z, is, mental health. So this is what she needs to be able to really target gun violence. So I just want to say lastly, our office is located at 1222 East 96th Street between Flatiron and Avenue J. So follow us at Senator Prasad. Stay in touch with us. We will continue to work with you. And finally, I just felt the need to share this little story with y'all. I was a social worker in Grenada for many years, and I remember we had an incident in a high school where the students witnessed someone, their peer, being killed, and they were all just lying down. And we went to do grief counseling, but it was just a hard day for the students. And the Lord put this story in my heart, and I tried to share it. So I'll share it with you because I think it's a small group, we're intimate, and sometimes we just need to share it. So I want to share the story. It's like a proverb, and the story is told of this rich man who had so much gold and all of that. So he had a party, and he had this big pool, and in this pool had sharks and alligators and all these fierce animals in this pool, and fishes and so in the pool, reptiles and all of that. And so he called out to the crowd and he said, anyone cross over this 30 feet pool with the alligators and survive, I'm going to give you all the gold and all the riches that is piled up here. And everyone looked and they saw sharks and they saw alligators and all of that. They wanted the gold, but the water was really treacherous. And all of a sudden here, someone in the water. And this guy swam, and he got out of the water, he was breathing hard, and he came up. So everyone was shocked that somebody went to the water. And the rich man said, son, I didn't expect nobody to get into this water. But seeing that you did it, I'm going to give you the gold. The man was so angry. You know what he said? He said, I do not want your gold. I don't want nothing. I just want to know who pushed me in this. Yes, he was ready to fight. Even though everybody wanted riches, he was in that phase where he just wanted to stay in that phase and deal with that person who pushed him in that dangerous situation. And many times, we don't have the courage or the mindset to rise up when we fall in difficult situations. So, as I am here with you and I listen to you, the message is that we can choose to become victors or victims. And many of us stay victims, but like you and the foundation, all we see is victory. So I applaud you. Thank you very much.